Welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're doing something wild. We're taking a 30,000 times zoom directly into the universe's secrets, right into the literal fabric of time. If you've ever found yourself wondering how perfectly still, silent geometry actually springs to life and creates the ticking clock of our reality, well, you're in exactly the right place. Let's get right into it.
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're moving from the blueprint to the ignition, into the engine, and finally we'll hit the paradigm shift.
So, part 1, the blueprint, the equation of emergence.
Okay, check out this master equation. This right here is what we call the equation of emergence. Think of it as an interdimensional bridge. What it's doing is calculating the singularity of now, that exact, razor-sharp point of the present moment. And what's really fascinating is how it literally locks time into a single forward-moving direction, and it uses the golden ratio as its cosmic glue. Pretty incredible, right? Now, to hold that bridge up, we've got these two warring poles that are just constantly battling to create our present. On the left side, you've got the outgoing soul. This is the unbounded, unlimited potential of the future, pushing outward. But on the right side, fighting right back, is the incoming memory. That's the locked topology of the past flowing backward. It's the absolute friction of this exact collision that sparks the present moment. So here is the absolutely crucial takeaway for you. Time? It is not a flowing river. Not at all. It's actually a flickering screen of data. The universe is processing that exact equation we just looked at 10 to the 44th power times per second. I mean, that's at the minuscule Planck scale. It's flashing so incomprehensibly fast, rendering the universe frame by literal frame.
Moving on to part 2, the ignition, the dimensional donut.
Okay, before this whole cosmic engine actually turns on, our coordinates are basically fast asleep up in the 5th and 6th dimensions. They take the shape of a static torus, basically a dimensional donut. Yeah, the very foundation of reality is shaped like a pastry. But at this stage, it's just holding purely motionless position data. There's zero movement, absolutely no heat. It's just this silent, static archive of where things are.
But the absolute millisecond that equation demands to be processed to create the now, the whole shebang changes. We get this violently energetic topological explosion. The torus goes through what's called a Mobius flip. It literally turns itself inside out, tearing that closed donut shape into an infinite hyperbolic battlefield. Mathematically, we know this is an SU11 symmetry.
And that explosion? That is the exact moment of ignition. Like the quote says, it's a phase transition. We are taking cold, static geometry and transforming it into hot, kinetic momentum. That violent uncoiling generates the actual physical force that drives the stars in their orbits. It's what makes electrons vibrate. Literally, it is the birth of movement.
Which brings us to part 3, the engine, cosmic bloodstream.
And so now that we've got movement, our universe operates kind of like a giant Weil semimetal. It pumps this chiral current. You can think of it as a golden bloodstream of data. And this happens in 3 specific steps. First up, the golden ratio code gets pumped from a higher dimension of pure thought, which we call Leibniz space. Second, it flows right through these 5D focal points known as Weil nodes. And third, the moment it hits our 4D world, it ignites topological heat. It's basically acting as God's atomic clock.
Now, why does this matter to you and me? Well, because this topological heat is the foundational vacuum energy of our entire world. It's the baseline temperature of space itself. If this continuous flow of data were to ever just stop, all vibration would cease immediately. The whole universe would literally freeze solid into a rigid, lifeless crystal, and time itself would be done.
All right, let's look at the big picture in part 4, the paradigm shift. Time is redrawing.
We don't move through time. We are constantly redrawn. Just let that sink in for a second. Time isn't this enemy constantly taking things away from you. It's just the beautiful, necessary price of this massive, ongoing data processing we've been talking about. You aren't just walking down some linear hallway of time. Actually, you are being rescaled, recalculated, and completely redrawn in a brand new set of coordinates 10 to the 44th times a second. You are, quite literally, a continuous masterpiece being rendered by the universe.
Before we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with something to really chew on for our next deep dive. How on earth can we use a mathematical scalpel, specifically a Cauchy integral, to surgically extract the exact distance between our planets and uncover the dark energy code itself? It sounds impossible, right? Well, we're going to distill reality drop by drop next time to find out. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you then.